Hey, welcome everybody back to the Games Tavern. Grab yourselves an ale and take a seat by the fire as this evening we return with the tales of dirty deeds. Make sure you go ahead and follow us here on Twitch. It helps support the cast, the crew, and everybody working hard in the background on all the other shows and stuff we got coming up here as well. And if you're catching us on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We get all of our backlog updated now, so a lot of our shows are premiering. So we're going to get caught up on that here really soon. Speaking of getting caught up though, before we catch up on what happened 2 weeks ago, I think we got a few announcements for everybody out there.
Well, to start with, remember that if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. And Prime Gaming subscribers support everyone on the show, and you get access to our sub-only emotes and our special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord, where we get to do lots of cool things. So come hang out with us, hit that button, and don't forget to come back and resubscribe next month.
Also, a humongous thank you to our sponsors, Shard Tabletop. Thank them for sponsoring the show. Shard Tabletop is the place to play 5th edition games. You can access rules and adventures and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like character creators and digital character sheets, all which you can customize with your own sort of looks. It has all sorts of other tools you can use in-game, both for DMs and for players, such as spell tokens, which is handy for all the casters. We think so highly of it that it is now the official VTT of the Games Tavern. And to make this even better, you can follow our link in chat and use the promo code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all subs.
20%?
Yeah.
On all subs.
20%?
All of them?
All of them.
Not one. All.
All right, it's been a couple weeks. Let's get back into it. Tonight, we are giving away a mystery dice set from our friends at 1985 Games. Type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a resident of the US or Canada, excluding Quebec. They know what they did. And you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of stream, so please be sure to stick around as you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick a winner.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They know what they did. I mean, we gotta figure it out somehow, right? But yeah, so speaking of figuring things out, 2 weeks ago, as we were adventuring through the city of Sharn, our crew here was trying to figure out who is it that killed Rose's father. Somebody disguised as her has been found to have murdered her father in cold blood on the very day she left Sharn almost 2.5 years ago. Looking for further evidence to try to prove her innocence, the crew decided to bring her to the Pavilion of the Host, the central place of worship for the sovereign host, and brought her to the head cleric there, Vic, who, utilizing some of his own divine magic, brought forth a zone of truth for her to regale him with her innocence. Upon this happening, however, Steele's little homunculus cafe was keeping watch in the main central area of the temple when a contingent of guards, looked to be city guards, walked in along behind a man dressed in very fine clothing. Vic went down to try to confront these individuals as to why the city guard was entering the temple in such force when he was set upon by bolts of fire coming from 4 different directions. The crew rushing down to see what was going on and try to help assist Vic ended up in a nice large conflict with these guards. After defeating the dozen guards and watching Rose's own uncle, Ulrich, who seemed to be the leader of this group, who vanished, the crew still find themselves right now in this temple. The bodies of the guards strewn throughout the temple, and Rose contemplating as to how, even though through her disguise, her uncle was able to recognize her and know exactly where she was located. Trying to think back of how he could have done this And knowing that her whole family is members of House Tarkanan, who most of them hold the mark of finding, was able to locate an object on her person. An object that she was given as a birthday present by her uncle when she was 5 years old. And that weapon has never left her side since. It is the whip that is currently curled around her left arm. And that is where we left off 2 weeks ago. So, adventurers, the scene is yours. What are you doing?
Uncoil the
what?
whip.
Yeah. Okay. Bag of holding with it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding. Anything else identifying that we are holding on to right now, guys? We need to probably toss it in here.
So with that statement, that's pretty much everything you guys have on you at the moment now that he has actually seen you.
Well,
In your
most of us are still
disguises, however.
Yeah, in our disguises.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So what are you all
well, 'cause-
throwing in the bag of holding?
No, actually, just leave all the robes. And
Oh, that's
I
right. You
guess
guys
that's
are
all-
all donning robes of the pavilion. That's right.
yeah, he wouldn't have seen any of our garb.
Yep.
So weapons in the bag.
Okay.
Are we giving up all our weapons?
Anything anything he could have seen. Yeah.
So I know Echo, you were not with us 2 weeks ago. You did during the conflict pull out your double-bladed scimitar, and then you switched over to the claws partway through.
All right. Well, here we go. They're like,
I'm sorry, that was my
Gently.
fault.
oh, it's fine. I'll see you later, buddy. I'm sorry.
All right, bro.
Claws in a bag. Sorry.
Whole hands. Cut 'em off.
I don't know.
Um,
I haven't used anything.
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah,
you
you-
pretty much shot Eldritch Blast at him as soon as
Yeah, and generally just ran away from conflict.
yeah, no, he bolted pretty quick. You guys hit him really hard that first round.
I did so much damage right then.
Actually, point with that before Echo puts the double-bladed scimitar in the bag, he dipped right at the beginning of the fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Before-
a few of you got a couple of you got some shots in before he got a chance to bounce.
Out of curiosity, could I make a guess as to how far he would have gotten with whatever spell he used to dip out?
Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
You will.
Roll the night.
Guys,
First roll
guys,
back.
I'm rusty. I don't have my
Come
character
on.
sheet up.
You got it.
So I can tell you.
Okay, well, it's a natural 20, so hey.
Okay.
Off to a great start.
Arcana, you have a +6, so that would be a 26.
Yeah, 26. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So you recognize, thinking back at it, you kind of recognize this. He cast Dimension Door. And so
Okay.
you thinking about what you've learned of the spell, even though you haven't learned to cast it yourself, you could get anywhere up to about 500 feet or so away from you.
Okay.
Howard.
Well, I mean,
Given how far this is, so basically he popped like out into the street where we came from.
possibly, yeah. Well, I mean, so from where he was in the center of the temple to the door is only 70 feet from where he was standing.
Yeah.
So
But we're on the tower, right? So there's only one major direction to go. But he could have gotten pretty far.
yeah, so I mean, the streets of Sharn are just surrounding the different towers and spires. There's bridges and catwalks and
Mhm.
all sorts of places you can go. There's alleys between towers and
I'm going to, because we made sure Vic and everything is cool upstairs. Looking at these bodies, Ro, did you let us know that these guys aren't kosher?
Yeah, I think DM told me last week that the uniforms aren't quite right. Like there's something off about them.
Yep. So you did discover that the uniforms are a little off, and you saw a vaguely familiar tattoo, almost like a fresh tattoo on one of the guards' hands. But you couldn't quite, and it was vaguely familiar, but you couldn't quite place it.
But I saw it. You told me where about when I'd seen it. I'm trying to remember when.
It was sometime when you were in New Seer.
Yeah.
Way back
I
at the
definitely relay that information.
Okay.
After hearing that, can I think I already know, but can I make a history check on?
You
Or-
said
'cause I
during
have-
the conflict in New Seer, during
Yeah,
the attack.
During the
okay.
attack, yeah. So I'm not even gonna have you roll, because now that she's brought it to everybody's attention, you guys kind of working together a little bit. It looks very similar to the tattooed aberrant dragon marks on the members of the cult of Mordain that had attacked New Seer, that you were able
And
to
the
fend
ones who
off,
stole Biscuit.
and the ones who kidnapped Biscuit so long ago.
Also unalived a lot of innocent people, but they did steal the dog.
But Biscuit.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no,
They
they killed.
nearly killed my dog.
I'm trying to remember the number, but it was a pretty large number of people that died in that conflict in the city. But the biggest atrocity they ever committed was kidnapping Biscuit.
Technically, they nearly killed my dog twice.
Eh,
So
yeah,
yeah, because he went down in the fight in town too.
yeah, yep. I've been actually rewatching a lot of those on YouTube lately just to try to refresh my memory of what happened.
Talk about
So,
dog
yeah,
days, am I right?
I have a vendetta now.
I will tell Victor to, because I mean, I'm sure probably like, I don't know if like the student body that's here, they were scattered before, but have they come back or?
So there are a few that are starting to trickle in, couple coming in from the streets, as a lot of them being young students, not really having much divine powers themselves yet, kind of just found a way to escape just so they weren't within harm's way once the fighting started.
I will tell Victor to, if it is possible, to arrange some of these men to keep them in the catacombs for a while. I am a little tapped. I cannot speak with the dead now, but I believe whatever these people would have to say would be quite informative.
He starts looking around. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm not quite ready for this myself at the moment. Yeah, we'll attend to the dead. I'm not quite sure what's going on here." And you see, he seems very troubled right now. So, and you see him he goes off and kind of starts giving direction to some of the younger priests, and they start moving the bodies to a more central area where they can.
I ask Victor, is there, and I would probably know just as someone who's been to Sharn once or twice, is there a lead guard figure? Like, is there a chief of the guard who would oversee certain things like other guardsmen?
Yep. So they're typically in Sharn, you have a couple captains of the city watch within each of the districts. And so there would be one or two maybe actually probably even 4 or 5 for central, middle central.
I would ask Victor to, which of these people do you trust most? I'm afraid people who are worth trusting are in short supply, but this needs to be reported before your uncle Ro, before he starts saying a different version of this story.
Yeah, I agree.
So as you say that, you guys hear what sounds like armor and shields kind of clanging together as what sounds like a few individuals running down the street towards the entrance of the temple. You kind of hear it off in the distance, and you hear it getting louder.
I don't like that. I think we should get out of
I'm
here.
gonna move to the front door of where we had the fight.
Okay. So, what are the rest of you doing?
You think we
Are
should-
they coming to attend to what happened here, or like are we in trouble?
You
It
don't
is-
know.
We don't know.
It is possible that when he fled, he alerted guards of a different attack and made us to be the guilty party.
But if is this is where Victor resides, right? Or like
Yeah. So this is where Vic.
so even if he spun some other story, I mean, obviously we should leave as soon as possible. But even if your uncle spun some type of story, wouldn't Victor back us up as eyewitness and be like, no, they're here, they're my friends, anything? Like what is our concern with?
Mostly
guard.
that it is, they would still take us into custody, and I'll look at the corpses of people dressed in guard uniforms.
Mm,
We cannot be exactly who would be guarding us while we were in said custody.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, we should get out, but I was just trying to understand why.
I'm also gonna cast Disguise Self, and I would like to look like a fairly tall elf with the robes of the locals.
Okay.
The robes that we've been using. I'm gonna take the ones I had off, but I'm gonna use Disguise Self to change them.
Okay.
Change what I have on to look like the robes.
Okay. All right. As you all are going about trying to get yourselves ready for whatever might be coming next, the doors to the front of the temple come flying open. And coming into the temple itself, you see what looks to be 7 city guards. And guiding them to the temple, you see what looks to be a young acolyte of the temple dressed in the robes of a young priest who is within the house here. As you can tell right off the bat, he's within maybe his first 6 months of worship here at the temple.
Sure.
Kid
Still
looks
got
to
that
be
bright eye of optimism. Hasn't
yeah,
been
he
beaten out of him
looks
yet.
to be maybe 15, 16 years old. And you see the city watch come in, and the one in front has a little bit more armor on. He's got an extra pauldron on one of his shoulders. That Ro, you can clearly see that this is one of the captains of the city watch. And as soon as he comes walking in, the young priest starts pointing at all of you except for you, Steele. They're the ones. They were fighting in the temple.
Yes, I saw them. They were fighting these brigands that attacked us.
And you see the captain just kind of slowly walk into the temple, kind of looking around, seeing the bodies of these other guards. And he looks around.
They saved us. They saved all of us.
All right, citizen. Just stand aside. We'll take care of it from here. You all, come here.
I definitely approach with like hands up, not threatening in any way, but definitely like with Victor alongside. I'm like, yeah. Come on,
Yep.
Victor.
Yep. No, Vic comes right along with you.
Perfect.
I'm behind. I will follow a little behind Halceris, but definitely like not getting too close and like very, very wary.
Okay. How about you, Taryn?
I'll just follow behind.
Okay. So you and Alana kind of step in line behind Halceris. Echo?
I'm just wide-eyed and like nodding along to whatever Steele says. I'm like, yep, that's totally what happened.
Okay. And Steele, are you staying near them or are you kind of moving off?
I'm gonna step back a little bit. I'm gonna find Biscuit. And I'm gonna tell him to go find me some evidence if he can. He's gonna go searching for anything that might be off or some way kind of give us some proof of what the story is.
Okay. Where do you want him looking?
He's just gonna go start sniffing cadavers at this point. He's gonna rummage around in like the there were what 3 or 4 guys that ended up kind of in this area on the map, right?
Yep.
So he's just gonna dig around over there, root around until and just look for something that might give us a hint as to who they are. That he
Okay.
can show. You know?
Go ahead, give me an investigation check for Biscuit.
Okay.
It's like Blue's Clues.
Mhm.
Scooby-Doo.
It's a lot of crime solving, dog.
Yeah.
It's a good racket for them.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh. His int isn't great. His perception is good. That's what I was hoping on. But it's a -3, so that's a 9
Okay.
for intelligence.
Yeah, so looking, kind of digging through, he spots, because he was already a mechanicalized dog, but he spots the tattoo as well, on every single one of them.
Okay.
But that's about all he's able to kind of discern as he's going through. For the rest of you, Halceris, because you're the first one approaching, he comes up. The guard captain comes up to you. So, what happened here?
Yes, I am a vassal on a pilgrimage, just visiting the temple and my friend Victor here. When these men attacked a large, robust man leading them, they struck down Victor and we were able to fend them off, but whoever was leading them was able to escape.
And do you all know the identity of this leader? And you guys see another one of the city guard kind of comes up behind him and has a small little book with pieces of parchment, and he's just scribbling away everything that you guys are saying right now.
Did we establish, I think we told Victor before, but was Victor able to, did he know who this person was?
No, he
Rose
did
Uncle
not.
was?
He was
did
not
not.
aware. Well, actually, no, he would have recognized him.
Mhm.
He would have recognized him because he was part of the investigation
Yep.
to Rose's father's murder. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he did.
So I will look to Victor because I feel Halceris is like, this is all something we have to perfectly choreograph, and so it coming
Yep.
out of Victor's mouth is gonna make it much better.
Yeah.
So Victor's yes, so I think it was Ulrich Devereaux who was the leader, and I don't know what happened to him. I don't see his body around, so I'm not sure where he went. But that's who I had spoke with before, and he kind of shows his burnt robes and the singes that he's got in his side. And the captain just kind of looks on. You see the other guy just furiously writing. So
As they're kind of getting into that piece, Biscuit's going to start growling, and I mean, he recognizes the tattoo, so he's pretty upset anyway.
Yep.
So a very rough kind of like he's just kind of growling at the mark, and he's going to be pointing.
okay. So with that, you see the guard captain kind of looks off over in Biscuit's direction, turns around and looks at one of the other guards and kind of nods for him to go over, and 2 of the guards break off from this group and head over in the direction that Biscuit's at.
I'm gonna walk with them, and it looks like he found something.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Stay back. We have this. No,
This one belongs to me.
Look.
That's my dog.
Oh, this is your dog. So you're part of this
It is,
group
yes.
here? The reports are the dog was part of the fight as well. We're trying to keep you
Oh.
safe, citizen.
Yes,
Stay back.
yes, my dog was protecting me.
Okay, well, we will get to your dog here in a minute. Please stay back. This
Okay.
is an official investigation.
Correct. Yes, I'm just trying to help.
I know. We got this. And they head over in that direction. And the captain's like, so, how many bodies do we have? And Vic kind of looks around, like, I think we're looking at about 12. And so the captain looks at the guy taking the notes and he jots it down. All right, well, I see that we have a bit of a situation here. Unfortunately for you lot, you may have protected the temple. However, I must place you all under arrest until the
sure.
official investigation can be conducted.
Excuse me, guardsman. These people are heroes.
And you see the guard captain, he's actually ignoring you, Steele.
May I ask what charge?
Right now, disturbing the peace.
Disturbing.
Until an official investigation can begin, we must place you all under arrest. You will spend the evening in the prison cells, and then tomorrow morning you will be able to plead your case to the magistrate.
So,
Well,
so if a
that
building
seems-
caught fire, but someone put a building on fire, and another person came in to put the fire out, would you arrest them for saying disturbing the peace? When, if anything, they were trying to save the building.
Saving the building is one thing.
Had they not
Killing
intervened,
people is
had they not
completely different.
intervened, our high priest here would be dead.
Who's
They
to say
tried
we
to kill him.
specifically killed them? It could have been an act of self-defense.
And the investigation will take place to prove whether you are guilty or innocent.
I don't think we are comfortable with being put in a jail cell for doing whatever we could. Happy to be where we are, happy to disclose our location to you and
Happy to
remain
answer
at
any
that location.
questions.
First
I
of
bel-
all, I need your names. And you see the other guy taking notes just stands by waiting.
Can I
How many
I
guards are
have
there?
two things. Can I do like a history check? What does Halceris know of legalese that can get him out of this sort of thing? Like, Brandon knows certain things involving the law, but what does Halceris know about this court of law?
Not a lot. So the only time you really spent in Sharn was studying at the pavilion. The one that would probably know the most about the laws of Sharn would be Ro.
What do I got? What do I got?
Give me history.
Are we giving our real names or fake names?
Could I also do that check just in my travels?
Ah, nat 20.
I've gleaned?
Oh, you rambunctious kid! You, of course, you know the
Okay.
law. Troubled teen, hell yeah.
Okay, so with a 20, you know that this is actually kind of commonplace. Bar fights and brawls that end in somebody dying, they always end up going in prison until they complete their case the next morning. It's usually nothing serious. It's just all right, yep, this happened. Go in there, you talk to the magistrate in the morning, and you can work things out typically.
Would I know if we could expedite that process? Like be
you
taken to a magistrate now if we offer up some coinage?
it's a possibility.
Okay, there's no like the magistrates are out for the day sort of situation.
It's not
So-
5:30.
Well, no, so it is actually kind of late afternoon at this point.
If we could pay some sort of expediency fee, can we speak to a magistrate now?
So, do I take it then that you're trying to bribe one of the city guard?
An expediency fee is not a bribe, it is simply an administrative fee.
And he looks at you. And you see him kind of open up part of his uniform, pulls out a little book and starts flipping through it. Does he?
Give him a section and like bylaw number.
How many guards are there?
Subsection E.
Section 13, paragraph 6, line 4.
And you see him kind of flip through.
Hell yeah. Noble up.
You're
Noble
urinating in
folks.
public?
Nat 20. I had a nat 20. Come on. I know the bylaws. Yeah.
Bylaws.
No.
I don't know. I was hoping that was the right one, but it's in there.
So unfortunately, due to possible murder,
Possible murder of us.
As an eyewitness, sir, I would very much like to be able to speak on their behalf.
I will be with you in a moment, sir.
I am sorry, but I cannot wait. I will not allow you to do this. Certainly, you can leave them to the custody of the church.
Exactly
They
what I
will-
was thinking.
they
If
will be
Victor
able-
would have us.
Sanctuary.
Oh, so are you actually saying that, Echo?
What? No.
Okay. And Vic just kind of looking around. Surely, Captain Stefan, surely something can be done here. These people saved my life and possibly saved the patrons of the temple.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And the captain just scratches his head, and you see you can just actually, Halceris, you've got probably the highest passive insight. You can tell this captain he's had a long day.
Boo-hoo.
And might I also say, Captain, perhaps you'd be more interested to find out why there were folks pretending to be guards. And I'll point out the 2 that died that were still in guard uniform.
Yes. That is what the investigation will be for. We cannot have you stay here at the temple because this is where we need to investigate what happened.
Further, you don't need to investigate the barracks.
Where are you all staying?
Well, the question would be,
What?
if Master Vic would allow them to stay here, we can board them in the barracks, and I will personally make sure that they are there in the morning to speak to your representatives.
Again, they cannot stay here at the temple.
What is a swankier? Oh, hold on. We have booked passage on a ship in the harbor.
What ship in the harbor?
What is the name of our boat?
Draconis. Sigma Draconis?
Sigma Draconis, yes.
A ship called the Sigma Draconis.
Okay, so you said harbor. Harbor
Right.
is the waterborne.
Sky
Oh,
Harbor.
Sky.
The sky dock. The sky docks.
Sky.
bits.
I know things.
Sky
The
ship
Airbird?
place.
Just making sure we clarify, because there's a difference.
It's
In Sharn, there's a big difference between the sky docks
Yep.
and the harbor.
it's a harder H. It's a harbor because the wind.
It's a
Airber.
harbor. Oh, no,
Airber.
Airber.
Yeah,
harbor.
I like
Okay.
What?
So
that. Words, man. This is all words, bro.
let me send word to the magistrate and see if it will suffice for you all to be constrained to your ship. And you see the one guard kind of put the book away. You see as he's walking out the temple, you see him pull a stone out from under his armor, and he steps outside.
I'm gonna come over and be like, so what y'all want me to do while you guys are in lockdown?
Sir, I need you to stay away.
You will
be
We're
placed
not any
outside.
threat to him.
He's outside, right?
Well, no. So
Oh,
the
no,
guard,
no,
the
just the
captain
one
is still
dude
right
out.
there. The
We're
captain's still
not
right
of
there.
any threat to him. Why can't he just have a conversation with
Oh,
us?
I thought you said the captain left. And
No,
was looking-
no, the
Just
one that was
the-
doing all the writing.
The
I didn't
steward.
realize the police in Sharn were so overbearing.
Not that we wish to antagonize a civil servant in the doing of his duties, sir.
I'm
we
new
appreciate
here, so I
how
don't
hard-
understand the rules. That's why I'm trying to like get better context. So we can't talk to a civilian casually.
Right now, you are to be placed under arrest for
Okay.
possible murder.
Yeah, but it's not definitive.
Not yet, until the investigation is complete.
Why don't you pick those guys back up and charge them for murder?
I was gonna say the same
If
thing.
we charging for possible murder, you
No,
should
what are you gonna
charge
do with them? How come they gotta go scot free?
Who?
the
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 dead?
ones that
ones that ran.
attacked.
They're dead.
There-
The ones that
no, no, no.
attacked. The ones that
There
should be
are-
in trouble.
There were guards, men dressed as guards that ran. They left. They went the way that you came. You passed them on your way in here.
I think
Really?
we should be go chasing them down instead of putting us under arrest.
And you
but
see him kinda
that's
look-
just me.
So you see him look back, and one of the other guards kind of goes out into the street on this, and you
Oh,
see
yeah, because
as
they're
it-
still just standing out there.
he's out there looking.
Yeah, look.
So
How
Taryn,
Saris is like Brandon is just like, why are you guys trying to antagonize? Why? Just let him
Taryn,
be."
you've been awfully quiet this whole time, Taryn. What are you doing?
Something suspicious?
I was just gonna turn it here and be like, back where I come from, this stuff would have flown.
Well, back where you come, there are real rules and real laws, apparently. People actually follow the bylaws.
I'm just trying to stay quiet because in my experience, I only know how to antagonize. Most of the time that just to be worse than where we started off. So I'm just
Okay.
trying my best. I'm just looking on.
That's why I was asking what you were doing, because you were being
Yeah.
awfully quiet for what Taryn normally is.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in Sharn right now, and let's
Mhm.
just not add on to what I'd like to do though is see if I could stash my thieves tools.
Where
Does
are
it-
you trying to stash your thieves' tools? Because right now you guys are standing in front of the guard captain, and he's got, there's 3 of them left, so there's 3 other guards right behind him.
Well,
Is Victor coming with us, or is he gonna get?
So
to stand
Victor
on
is
his own?
standing right there.
No, but is he under house arrest? I mean, not house.
No,
Is he
he is
under
not he is not.
skydock arrest?
Yeah, he is not.
Ship arrest.
They're not placing him under arrest
Okay, so
because it wasn't because he got hit, and the young
technically
individual
he
basically
did-
ran.
He did attack them.
No, he did.
mean-
He never attacked. Oh, he did. True.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah, he did. I think he even took.
Yeah, but
No, he
religious
did.
exemptions.
But the young individual who went and got the guard had
Yes,
left
it-
before he got brought back up. So he only saw you guys.
so unfair.
Right, but I'm acting as a
Yeah,
witness.
you're acting
I
as a
saw the whole
civilian.
fight.
So right
Oh,
now,
no, I'm dressed as one of the temple.
Right.
I currently outrank that kid.
yeah, technically, yeah. Well, not technically, but yes.
I'm attempting to pretend to be somebody who outranks him.
Yep. About a moment goes by, and you see the scribe come back in and whispers
What?
something to the guard captain.
Why don't you say it so the whole class can hear?
Look at Ro again.
And
Yeah.
Rose pissy.
while
Yeah.
they're just doing that and causing a distraction, I just like to, have my thieves tools somewhere on my body, on my person, that if I was to be pat down, they won't be found.
give me a sleight of hand check.
Do I have advantage? Not disadvantage, is the wrong.
No, straight roll.
Okay, straight roll. All right, chickadee. Oh, that's a 5. I drop them.
Yep. So as you try to stuff them away, you kind of drop them on the ground. And tink, 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 tink.
I just
You're just like, whoa, weird.
Well, I'm not saying, I don't even acknowledge that they fall.
Okay.
I take a just a subtle step away from where they bounced.
Okay,
Where
so
they fell.
I'm gonna have you give me a deception
Turn.
check.
Turn.
Darren.
With a nat
How
20.
far away?
Nat
Can
20.
you kick him under the kid that ratted us out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
No.
that guy.
Nope, you're too late. Okay. So you're pretty sure that they don't really suspect much. You see one of the guards kind of looks at you, looks about on the floor. It's like,
I'm looking. I don't even look at them. I don't acknowledge them whatsoever. I look straight at it. He looked at me. I look at him. And it's like, what?
okay. Now the other two guards that were overlooking at the bodies by where Biscuit was, they come back now to the main group as well. And one of them goes over to the captain and whispers in his ear.
We're whispering now.
Yeah, no, they are.
Can I
Assholes.
hear? I have a high passive.
Same.
So this wouldn't be a passive one. This would be an active one if you want to try to hear.
What's that, perception?
Yep.
22 for me.
9. I'm not doing good. I'm red in the face from all these teens just yelling at these cops.
I'm
not yelling. I'm muttering.
I'm gonna see if I can hear them and then call them out on it. Probably won't
Okay.
go high though. What is that?
Probably won't be high.
Oh. Well.
Okay. So we got a 21 for Echo and Taryn got a 22.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, so Taryn and Echo, you catch a little bit of it. You hear something about uniforms, tattoos, and then something about a shield and identification. And it's the tone that you catch with it, it's as if you can tell that there's something not right about these things that he's telling them. And you see the captain just kind of nodding a little bit. All right. So the magistrate will not be available till the morning. However, due to the current situation, and Vic, you're vouching for these people, right? And Vic nods his head. You will be confined to your ship for the evening. Tomorrow morning at first light, the guards will bring you to the magistrate's office, where you can plead your case. Is this sufficient?
Is sufficient and most generous. I would, though, if I might ask a small favor, in light of current events, that more guard be placed around this place to protect Victor and the other vassals within.
And you see, he kind of looks
Thanks
at
for not
the.
letting us do that and all.
Yeah, he kind of looks at the guy, the scribe, and the scribe makes a note of that. Yeah, I will pass it along to the night shift.
Thank you, Captain Stefan. It is most generous.
And you can be assured that the people that I put, because there will be guards posted outside your ship, that the guards that will be posted will be legit city guards.
Can I, just like as we've been talking and whatnot, I would have, like, any guard that comes near, I would be scoping for tattoos on arms. But then also, just like as he says that, I'd like to, can I trust this guy? So he's giving me, like, is he straight and narrow kind of character I'm getting?
So for the first part of that, you don't, all the ones that you have dealt with so far, all the ones that you fought, all their tattoos are on their hand. Most of them are either right hand or their left hand, on the back of their hand, kind of going into their arm.
Sure.
You do not spot that on any of these guards at all. As for the guard captain, whether you feel that he seems to be on the level, go ahead, give me insight.
24. That's better.
Okay, so with a 24, you get in the sense that he knows what happened here, but he's just following procedure.
Sure.
So you get that sense like he's just like, look, you can almost sense the air around him. Like, I know you guys are innocent. I know you didn't do anything. You just defended yourselves in this place, but I have to follow the law.
Can he just say that?
He's not going to say
It's
that.
gotta be tough.
He's
It's
not going to
It's
say
gotta
that.
be hard boiled.
Mm-hmm. That's how the law works.
Thank you.
And all right, we will escort you to your ship. And Vic, if you wish to vouch for these people, come meet with Magistrate. Oh crap! Why did I forget his name? Magistrate Marcel, tomorrow morning in Upper Central. He will hear the case and deem what transpiring here today. And Vic just nods. Yes, I'll be there.
Before we leave, I'd like to try. Well, I just want to slip Vic a harvester coin, one of the coins.
That's easy enough to do.
All right, cool. You know, just
And
contact.
he grabs it, looks at it, and he's like, kind of gives you a weird look.
And just use this to contact us if anything happens. And I walk away. Then I trip and pick up my thieves' tools.
Okay. Give me deception.
Check.
There you go. 23.
Okay. You, as if the guards are familiar with you trying to climb walls, you fall gracefully.
Oh, my spaghetti.
Now give me a sleight of hand.
What the? 12.
You are able to scoop up and kind of tuck away half of your thieves' tools.
Oh God.
That's just horrible.
Yep.
Half he doesn't need.
I look back to Alana, pleading.
Okay, so are you all going with the guards as they're now ready to escort you out back to your ship?
Do we have to be escorted? Like, can we just walk on our own?
Yeah,
No,
'cause
you
they
have to
suck.
be escorted. They are escorting you straight back to your ship.
So
They,
we're going back
follow
to the ship,
behind
right?
us. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. All right. So I realized that we're going back to the ship. So I was like, heavy sigh, just pick up my thieves' tools and just leave. Just pick up everything.
Okay, so you just scoop up the.
Scoop
you
them
just
up.
scoop- okay.
I don't know what these are, but these look fanciful. And I just,
Don't you say anything out loud.
Okay.
Nah, I just pick them up. I just pick them up and leave. Just-
Please.
So you do notice that as the captain directs you to follow them, a couple of the guard grab shackles off the back of their belt and start heading towards you guys. But then the captain just kind of looks at them and waves his hands. And those won't be necessary. Because they were about to shackle you too. And then they start to escort the four of you plus Olana to the ship. Steele, what are you doing?
I motion to Wolfie, so Wolfie goes with them because there's a dire wolf.
Oh shit! Yeah, full on direwolf in this place.
That's right. For some reason, I was thinking you left the direwolf at the ship.
Nope.
No,
Wolfie's
he's
just
here.
like chilling. He's just like, what's going on, guys? And he's just
They're
looking
playing-
at the cards.
They're playing chew toy with one of those guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the guard, they would have already been taken from him.
He looks
Bones?
he looks a little dejected, okay, by that.
Yeah.
He was enjoying chewing on the armor like any good dog. He chews anything
Yeah.
leather.
Mhm.
But I'll motion for him to follow and be like, go with them. and I'll call Biscuit to me,
Okay. And Biscuit responds.
as he does all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
And so Biscuit comes over to you, and you watch as the rest of your party are led away, heading back to the ship, being escorted by this contingent of guards. And you do notice that as you guys are all being escorted out, another group of about 8 other city guards come marching up to the temple. 4 of them stop outside to guard the outside of the temple while the other 4 go in. A couple of them with notepads out and quills and more robes than armor, as if they seem to almost be investigators of some sort, coming in to take notes on all the evidence within. And so
Crime
Steele,
scene
you
investigation check.
yeah, so you see these 2 or these 4 come in, and you see the 2 of them, they go around and they start you see them start to thoroughly look over the bodies of these supposed guards, and you see them making notes of everything that they're seeing.
I'm also gonna try to get smart a little bit, and I'm gonna grab a sheath of paper or something in that's either in the bag of holding or just something that, that's on the ground.
Okay.
And I would like to, and I'm gonna use use one of my artificer simple magic effects, and I'm going to draw the tattoo on one of those pieces of paper and just
Okay.
just make it magically appear on the paper.
You're making it magically appear on the paper?
Yeah, I'm using the like one of the first thing you get as an artificer is those basic magic effects.
Oh,
that you
right.
can do.
Yes. Okay.
The
No, I got
spoon.
you. Yeah.
I'm doing the spoon trick.
Yes.
But
Okay, I
for this
remember
one,
now, yeah.
I'm creating the I'm just basically
It's an illusionary effect on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On a piece
that's
of
right.
paper. Yeah.
Okay, I remember
So
now.
I'm just creating an illusion of it on the paper
Okay.
to hold on to for later, so I can copy it.
Okay. Perfect.
And then I would like to say goodbye to Vic and thank him. And then I will
So
I
as you
will-
go approach Vic, Vic looks at you like, I don't recognize you. Are you new here to the temple?
no, and then I go back to the voice. No, it's me. The dog's mine. Remember earlier
Oh,
yeah.
you kind of scared me for a moment there. I thought
No, my bad. My
thought I
bad.
was about to be attacked again.
No, just keeping an eye on Alceris back there. He likes to get into trouble, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Biscuit's not happy right now. So you hear Biscuit. Biscuit keeps barking towards the door because Biscuit's a little concerned about everybody else that just got escorted out.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say, I guess we'll be in touch tomorrow. And thanks. Sorry about the burning. That sucks.
Yeah, no, that. Thank you guys for saving my bacon.
I'm sure you have something better, but here, and I drop a couple of good berries in his hands.
He looks at him and is like, and he shoves them in his mouth.
Surprised they're poison. What are you doing, you crazy guy, eating random berries?
No, so he had an air of recognition about
Sure,
it. He knew
okay.
what they were. I mean, you don't become the head of a religious organization without understanding some of the basics of other.
Popping some pills someone hands you. What the hell is this?
And then I can follow that up by giving him one of my burritos.
Burrito!
So you guys saved his life. You're obviously trying to help him. He knows that there's something going on against you guys. He trusts you.
It's
At
the
least for
perfect
now.
play. The perfect.
Yeah,
No one.
no.
I'll hand him one of the burritos too, and just be like, okay, bye, and walk out. So next time he takes a rest and he eats the burrito, he can get an extra D6.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk out and follow the guards at a distance. Follow my friends being
Okay.
carted off.
Great mental image. Just the Pope chowing down on some Chipotle.
And some berries, just being like,
Okay. All right. So you guys, the rest of you all are being led through the streets of Sharn towards a lift to bring you back up to Upper Central. and then back towards the docks where your current ship is docked. Where your not current ship, where your ship is currently docked. Words are difficult sometimes.
Getting a new ship. We're taking that party barge.
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys periodically will see Cafe kind of circling around you as you guys are moving. He's up high, but he's keeping an eye out.
Well, so one thing, if you remember here without Sharn, there's constantly gargoyles flying through the air and stuff like that, carrying different packages and stuff around. He's able to just kind of hide within the group of all that going on, keeping an eye out fairly easily, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, he's just keeping an eye out. They know him, so I'm sure that they could recognize him if he was close enough. But
yeah, you guys hear the familiar chirping of and the kind of gurgling sound that Cafe makes. The percolating
percolator
sound.
is going off.
Yep. Combination
been in the sun too
ally
long.
and coffee maker.
Yeah.
The ultimate ally.
Yeah.
As we're going to, I'm just eyes. I trust the guards and I trust Stefan's trust in these guards, but I'm just looking for anyone else who's. I know people being led, a bunch of people in religious robes being led by guards is going to be something to look at. But if anyone has recognition, or if anyone like ducks into a corner or something, I'm just going to try to keep my head on a swivel.
Yep. Go ahead. Give me perception. What about the rest of you?
Biscuit's also going to be trying to. He caught a couple of scents back there, so I would like him to be sniffing and trying to keep an eye out, and keeping a nose out for anything recognizable.
Okay.
I'll also keep an eye out for any nefarious goings on.
Yeah, can I give Tyrion the help action? Because like maybe I just say anytime I see something, I just like elbow.
Okay. And Echo?
While everyone's keeping an eye out, I'm just gonna be looking down and kind of kicking the ground.
Okay.
Everyone's doing perception. I'm just like, why are we in trouble?
I can't believe I'm under arrest.
Literally.
So
but
that's
the teenager that
advantage.
got busted by the cops the first time in their life.
That's
This
advantage
teenager
for me.
got busted way before that.
Taryn. Yes, Taryn, that will be advantage.
Well, I got a.
Oh my god.
Wow,
You
20
can
is the
chill.
cap. What in the world?
Yep. Okay.
Got
Calm
two
down.
dirty 20s. I got two
Um,
We
dirty.
still have another half to
Also
go.
a dirty 20.
Yeah. Hal Saris got a 20 as well.
Mm-hmm. The cap.
All right. So
Biscuit
you guys
got a 22.
Biscuit got
Ah.
a 22.
Beat by the
22
cap
or
was broken.
22.
Okay,
Uh,
so
Yeah.
Yep. So Biscuit's not able to really pick up anything. The streets of Sharn, unfortunately, have so much traffic and so many people, especially through middle and upper central, that there's just so many scents and stuff all mixed together here. For the rest of you with 20s, looking around, you do see quite a few groups kind of stop and step off to the side, and they're just watching. You see some kids pointing at you guys as you walk by, but you don't see anything what you would think to be out of the ordinary. And after about 45 minutes or so, you guys arrive back at the Sky
oh,
Dock.
I was gonna say, can I make my way ahead of the group?
Yeah.
I'd like to get there before they arrive.
Okay. Yeah. Are you
And
still wearing the same disguise or the disguise self spell?
That's what I'm gonna drop it so that I'm
Okay.
back in my old disguise, and then when I
Okay.
get there, I'm gonna take that disguise off. And I'm just gonna be me.
Okay.
Russian nesting doll.
Okay. All right. So
Russian
you
nesting steel.
make it back to the ship before they do. Probably about
Okay.
you have about 10-15 minutes before they arrive.
Even with costume changes?
Well, so the first
get
one
there
was just a
before you
spell
do.
he just dropped.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Is Mrs. Doubtfiring like facing the cake?
Help is on the way, Jen.
And if we follow the rules of armor, it only takes about 5 minutes to doff armor. So I would say it'd be about the same thing for the disguise. So
And I have my disguise kit, so I should have like makeup remover and
yeah. Right. No, exactly. So you get back, you get all the disguise taken care of, and you're back to your good old hobgoblin self. Probably about 5 minutes or so before they come and arrive. The dire wolf would have been following them.
Yes.
Yep. So
And Biscuit is below decks.
okay, so Biscuit's down below deck, and you're sitting there at the ship as you see coming around the corner now the group of guards trailing behind your party members. And they bring you to the ship. You guys go onto the deck of your ship, and you see 4 of the guards turn around and post themselves on the dock.
I'm gonna have Cafe land on my shoulder so that I have a captain-y look to me, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's all this then?"
You see Captain Stefan. This lot is under arrest. Are you the captain of this vessel?
Yeah. Well, why?
This ship is not to depart Sharn until the investigation is complete.
Well, when's that gonna be? We got a schedule to keep.
Well, tomorrow morning they must see the magistrate, and then he will decide from there. Word will be sent to you to let you know.
And are the guards paying for board of these prisoners here?
They said that this is the ship that they came in on. They should be paying
Yeah.
their own board.
No.
Well, I mean, no, the guards, your guards that are on my ship right now.
No, they're not. So they're not on your ship. They're on the dock.
Okay,
They're
cool.
they're out. They're basically on the other side of the plank.
Oh, okay, good. All right, well,
Still trying to get us a few extra coins. I like it.
Yeah. No, I knew what you were
Always
trying
on
to
that
do.
grift.
I saw what you were trying to do there. Hey, war's not cheap, right?
He's
Yeah.
playing multiple roles in one session right now.
Mhm.
Helpful civilian, grouchy captain, something in
Alright.
between.
So before you all get on the ship, we still need your names. And you see the scribe pull his book back out and the little quill.
Leah.
Leah, give me a deception.
Can it be with advantage because it's part of my name? Like
Leah?
someone out there once has called me that, you know?
No.
Come on!
No. See, and here's the reason why. So for the last several years, you have been using Ro as your name, not Natalia.
Yeah, I've also used Captain Dev.
Yeah, but
please say Captain Dev.
It's a 20. It's a 21.
Okay.
So
so he writes out Leah in the book, and then he looks at you, Echo.
Hush.
Give me
I'm
deception.
not laughing in character, by the way.
Go ahead, give me deception.
Shoot. Please.
Okay, he writes it in the book.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
19.
Looks at you,
Oh,
Taryn.
fine.
Serish Long Shadow.
Go ahead, give me deception.
Seamus?
Ceres Long Shadow. Sorry, I have a lisp.
You
I
said
have a lisp. I'm sorry.
No,
I like Seamus. You should have gone with Seamus.
Seamus.
Seamus is a great name.
that's another persona.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Seamus
might meet him
Finnegan.
later.
I blow things
All right.
up.
So go ahead, give me the deception.
Of course. Of
Turn
course.
water into rum.
And he just stops and looks at you.
I don't acknowledge that I lied. I look.
Seamus, just give them your
Straight-
real name.
What is
Seamus,
your
why are you
real
lying?
name?
What? I'm Seamus Finnegan. I blow things up.
If you cannot give me your real name, you will actually go to prison this evening.
His name is Seamus.
Just gave you his
I
real
ju-
name.
So go ahead, give me one more deception check. If you fail this one, he's taking you.
Can we get an advantage because we both called him Seamus?
18.
Oh,
I will say-
yeah.
I will say with advantage, sure, because you guys are
19.
Okay.
Yeah. What
Seamus
up?
Finnegan.
And so he
Yes,
writes it out. Then he looks
Sorry.
at Olana. And she just kind of hesitates for a second.
I cut her off.
Nancy Finnegan.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say Flannery, but okay.
no. It's Nancy Finnegan.
Nancy Finnegan. She also blows things up. blows things up.
Just shut up,
Okay,
my
give
mom.
me
She's
give
my
me another
protege.
deception. Give me another deception.
You know, your daughter can speak for herself.
23.
Tell him.
Okay. He writes it out. And then he looks at you, House Eris.
Nancy.
I don't know why I thought Nancy.
Finnegan. They suck.
More Stranger Things.
Solaris.
All right. Last deception check.
Actually,
Well,
that's
that's-
not a deception.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
no,
his
that's right.
name.
That is
No.
his name.
that is right.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all just like,
So yeah, no. So he actually writes. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Do we know this?
yeah.
No.
Do we
Yeah.
know this?
Do you?
Yeah, he told
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
yeah.
talk
Okay.
about it.
Definitely told. Yeah, I definitely told Ro.
We
I
all
don't
had
know.
that heart to heart. No, we had that
Well,
heart
we
to
were in
heart.
my house. Yeah, we were in my
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also outed you
Monogram
and then you
pajamas.
told us things.
That is also true.
Well, I want to say too. You told everybody your full name after the other members of the House Loranda
Bowing
were
incident.
bowing to you.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
bow
saying.
thing,
When
but I
I
just
outed
forget.
Remember we had a family fight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
I
was
remember
bad.
I might go to
You guys-
prison. I might just enjoy prison more.
See, here's the thing though. If you guys always have family fights, so when you do have them, it's nothing special.
That
That's
was
true.
like a real, like, everyone was
That was
mad,
that was
though.
the most
Mm.
serious one you guys had had. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one brewing soon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No.
shut up.
say anything.
Okay. And so he finishes writing it out. All right, Captain. Guards will be by to escort them to the magistrate in the morning.
All right. Yeah. I'll be here.
You should get yourself a hat if you're gonna call yourself Captain.
I have one, and then I put on my chef's hat.
And some people should get an attitude adjustment if they're going to call themselves guards, and yet.
So much you should follow rules if you're gonna.
Thank
call
you
yourself
so
guards.
much for your time
Hey.
today. It's been great. And I'm just like ushering everyone on the boat. Everybody, please.
You know what? He's gonna let that one go. He's gonna let that one go. Because he's tired and he's done with it.
Because he knows we're innocent.
And that too. He knows. He is trying to follow.
I think
The
I
letter
get too in
of the law.
character, and Ro gets real mean.
You know,
I'll apologize tomorrow when he lets us go.
I probably won't.
Till then, I hate him.
no, I thought I'd be the one to, make things worse, but you guys did a pretty good
We
job.
didn't make anything worse.
You tried to lie. You lied about your name badly.
We're
I
having this
think
as we're going
I-
downstairs.
Yeah, obviously I said it quietly.
I think
Yeah.
I everybody needs a little bit of grub. I think that's what
Yeah.
we probably need to do right now. And I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna start cooking.
Big time
I'm gonna make-
hanger.
I'm gonna make some kind of fish, some grilled fish, some
Freshly caught fish?
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
skyfish.
Oh, fuck. I
Mhm.
forgot we were in the sky. My bad.
Yep, skyfish.
Shut up, Seamus.
we just came
Skyfish.
from the biggest market, and I basically only got donuts and free and fresh food. So some
Well, you got a
some
couple
gr-
rings.
and a couple rings and a
Yep.
bag full of wolfies, possible wolfies.
Hey, Mike Rocker. Welcome with the Raiders. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you.
It's a
Wait,
Schrodinger's bag of wolfies.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are just joining us, our current party here is actually on house arrest, so to speak,
Depressed.
as the group of guards came and found them around the murdered bodies of the fake guards that they fought 2 weeks ago. And so they've been placed under arrest but allowed to stay on their airship.
I am also going to make a point of bringing the grill out onto the upper decks and making sure that all the guards smell some tasty fish and maybe
You're not
some Brussels sprouts, like in garlic and Parmesan and the whole thing.
Okay, you're making me
Um,
hungry now.
I know, right? What the hell?
This is what I do.
Also, while he was buying magic items, he bought new sneakers of balance of renewed, and so he's full dad mode right now.
Alan's renewed. Get out of here.
I made sure that I had a monogram. Like I used my artificer ability and just monogram my apron so it says, I got to come
Supreme
up
chef.
Charm
Huh?
the cook.
Supreme chef.
with.
Charm the cook.
I mean, hey. All right, so as you're making a meal, you guys are sitting there.
What time is it, by the way?
At this point, by the time they got you back up there, it's probably approaching 7, 8 o'clock in the evening.
Perfect grilling time.
Yeah.
What's the how light is it out? What's the light situation?
So the sun it's on its way down. You can still see the light over the horizon, but what are you planning on doing, Taryn?
I'm not planning on doing that. I just needed to get a lay of the land. Just needed to know what everything's looking like. I might have a plan, but it's all dependent on.
Yep. Okay. So you guys have your meal. The sun sets as evening progresses on. What are you all doing or talking about?
Once Chef Steele finishes up and puts his, I want to think it's like a Weber grill, but it's fantasy, so it's like Weber or something like that. But I would like to ask him, because in the bag of holding, understanding that these guys had those marks, the artificial ones, we still have, I believe, 2 deactivated spell siphons. Not broken, deactivated ones.
Right.
I would like to ask Steele if he's not busy or anything, just because I don't want to be caught in that kind of situation again. If he thinks, or if we can sum up some sort of way to essentially make it like an anti-spell siphon field, so it essentially like blocks a spell siphon, basically like change the polarity on this one, so like if we were in a spell sink area, that then it would nullify it in our area.
So
a nega sink.
A plug for the sink.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go to let us go to my my workshop real quick.
Okay, go ahead, give me a tinker check.
Before we do that, I'm going to leave a large tray of fish on the docks for the guards.
Okay.
And
So you're actually bringing it out to them, or you're just placing it out there for them?
I they're all like standing kind of like nearby. I'm just gonna like set it on a box out in front of them and be like, we had some leftovers. You guys can take what you want. Just return my tray, please.
Oh, thank you.
And then
trust this guy.
right, exactly. Yeah, that's the guy we want in charge.
This guy. This is the one I want.
This is the best voice ever.
What's his name?
I know. What is
Charlie.
his friend? You ask him his name.
I do.
Chaz.
It has
What's
to
your
be
name?
Chad or Brad.
My name's Arnold.
Thank you, Arnold. You know what?
And
You
you
have
see
a
one of
great
the
night.
you see one of the other guards kind of nudges him, and he goes back up to standing there straight.
Put in my notes, Arnold, new best friend.
Yeah. Arnold the guard.
Arnold, hey, football head.
Wasn't
Okay,
even thinking
do-
about that, but okay.
Using my tinker's tools, and I got.
I will give him guidance, and then can I assist, because I'm like, this was my kind of
Yeah.
thought process.
Yep.
So advantage and a D4.
Okay, okie doke. So okay. I have, a plus 10 to that. So that is 26.
Okay, so with the 26, you're looking it over, and you're actually able to figure out how you think you might be able to do it. The problem is you don't have the materials on hand at the moment.
Okay.
And it's probably going to take you a week or so of working on this to get that to, like, it's going to take you some time to actually make that happen. It's not something you can do right now, but you're looking at it and you figure out you just need maybe 20 gold's worth of components and a 50 gold piece Sybaris shard. in order to be
Is
able to
that
do
something I believe that we can get here?
that.
You can get anything in Shard.
Yeah, especially if you're at the bazaar,
Okay.
you might be able to get that.
Yeah, I'll pass that on to Halceris. Money's not the problem at the moment, so as long as we can find all the pieces, and get some time to work on it, yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm just unsure of.
But the party's tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow
Yes,
night.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
If
we just have to-
anything, well, what will you say?
I was just gonna say we'll have to make do with what we got, but go ahead. What's your idea?
I mean, if worst comes to worst, we just try to make sure there is a large armed presence at this party in an official capacity. Hopefully, they are there to just protect, but then if these cult members show up again, at least they have magic, but at least we will not be completely outnumbered.
Perhaps our witness from today's events could come forward and say that these brigands threatened to attack the ball. I think that would get a response.
It's possible. I am more curious if it is something I need to talk with Ro. Perhaps we should go there. But a flashy arrest of a high-standing house member. Well, I do not know if we can get anything to stick to him. Will at least damage his reputation. So if a large armed force comes for the arrest and they are there during an attack, two birds, one stone.
You say
Well-
that. I'm worried.
We have to convince them to. Oh, am I even there? Are they just talking on their own? We're not there.
Yeah.
Got too excited.
But that makes me think. Do you think I should go back and keep an eye on Vic tonight?
I am unsure.
He's our ace in the hole on making that one stick.
Although he is now, and DM, correct me if I'm wrong, he is on record as putting her uncle at the scene
Yes.
right now. It is on the record.
From what you saw when that was brought up, the scribe did write something in the book.
Okay. If he is on the record, normally I would say that he is in the safest place he could be, but in light of recent events, I like to think that Victor is a smart man. A vassal of his caliber has spent a lot of time on the road. Now that he is aware of a threat, I think he will be more cautious. I think...
Okay. I mean, I could always, like I said, head back there with my animal compatriots. They don't need the sleep that I do.
So Halceris, with your passive insight, I'm gonna
Steal
say
the line to me?
no. So I am gonna say that when the battle in the temple first kicked off, and you saw Ulrich vanish out, you did get the sense from him that initial strike that you guys had on him scared the crap out of him. And he basically, you could kind of get the sense right before he snapped.
It was a panic. He was on the run.
It was a panic. Like, he very much underestimated you guys. Or at least Ro.
I think this is something she needs to hear. I think to myself. I think Ulrich bit off a little more than he could chew when he tried to attack us in the open. I think a cowardly man like him has retreated. further into a place that he feels safe. I do not
understand.
think he would attack again, but I am not sure. I think it would be better for you to stay with us, though, just in
Okay.
case.
Fair enough.
Okay. So the rest of the evening goes by. You all are able to get your rest for the evening. Do you guys plan on setting watches throughout the night?
Oh yeah.
We have to if the guards are there.
Well, between the guards, Biscuit, and Cafe, we don't need a watch if we don't want to.
Okay.
I think we should because I don't trust them.
You don't have to trust them. I mean, Biscuit's watching them, and Cafe's up on the main mast.
I think,
He's
I think 100% what Steele is saying, but I think Halceris is still probably going to take one. Just
Yeah, Rose.
There's been a lot.
Okay. Yeah, so I
But-
mean it.
But at the very least, Ro, you need some sleep. You need sleep.
Yeah, I'll get some. I think I just need to.
No, I mean, go to bed. It's bedtime.
Yeah, so Ro, here's the
Legitimately.
thing. You did not get a full night's sleep the night.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sleep first and then get up when I'm done.
Okay.
Take that
Yeah.
the last watch.
Right, because the previous evening
Exhausted.
you chose to go and break into the archives instead of
I
Yeah.
don't remember that. So weird.
I
That
do.
reminds me. Halceris, do you have the paperwork from the archive?
I believe we put it in the bag? I'm not sure. I'll appear it. Yeah, somewhere we've got it.
Yeah.
So
We got it. Well, do we want Wolfie to take it somewhere while he's still around?
I think that would be best if he simply takes it. As long as he's still corporeal, he will vanish. Is that how this works?
If he takes it to the market at dawn, he'll go away.
Okay. Well,
he could probably
hold on.
he
Let
could probably
me
take he could probably take it to the market and get back by the time. dawn
double
comes
check.
around.
My spell works for 8 hours.
right,
So
which means
we're
it's about to expire.
it's getting down there. So he can take it and just chuck it somewhere. That'd be fine.
It's up to how long. So how long approximate does he have? Like 30 minutes?
Maybe if that.
Wait, can he? Hold on. Just tell him to run like east of here and chuck it off the side. We're on the tower. Well, that's probably not great. We still need the records.
Yeah, the records
yeah.
need to exist somewhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him to run for 20 minutes, drop it, and come back.
Okay. So as the direwolf
Wait, we
goes
have
to
a copy, don't we?
no.
I took notes.
You
but
took notes. You didn't make copies though.
With
Yeah.
Halceris' interpretation.
How much document? How much is it? How much is there? How many
Oh, it's like a
pages are
whole
there?
caseload. It's like a.
Yeah.
It's a bunch. It's
Do
a
we
bunch.
know if they if they're okay? This is slightly out of character. Do we know if they're if someone scries it, are they scrying the binder itself? Like, can we take the pages out and ditch the binder?
You don't know.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing what their focus is on, and it doesn't much matter as long as we have Halceris' brain. Honestly,
Knowledge domain clerics, man.
so
I get it. Some of us are stupid. Dang, I'm just saying it like that.
Okay, so as the direwolf goes to try to take the guards
Oh.
actually get in the way to stop the direwolf.
Can cafe is probably a better choice.
We cannot let a wild animal loose in the city without an escort.
What? He's not. What?
I
It's
just
a
point out,
dire wolf.
there's
Does he look wild?
tons of
He
wild
do.
animals just running around the streets. Look, there's a
Fine.
wild animal right there. And I
You
point at a
you could be
gargoyle.
his escort,
let
or you
you
can
guys
ask someone to
wander
be his
around.
escort if you want.
They do let you guys wander around. That's, as wild as it gets.
Would say
That's
too.
fine.
I'll just look at Steel. I mean,
Cafe can just fly it away.
Hey Arnold, you could be his escort.
I was gonna say, Steel. Can you not ride him like a horse? Just
I mean, yeah, probably. I could. I haven't tried
if
it.
you wanted to take, you are not under house arrest.
Can I take him? He'll listen to my commands.
As long as you are with him, yes.
Okay, great. All right. Let's go.
Just a midnight run with your horse-sized wolf.
Dire dog.
I look at
You're
Karen
going-
and I kind of like
Going,
soda
dude.
whisper, like, do you think he's making him have an escort because his mommy has to escort him everywhere?
Right? He's such a loser.
Wow. You guys
He's
are
no-
hating
Hey.
on these guards that are just trying to do their
Poor
job.
Hey,
Arnold.
he may not be. He may not be an Arnold. Arnold. He's the best of us. Okay, but the rest.
I yell out.
What's the other
I say,
dude's
Arnold.
name?
I say, hey, Arnold,
Hey, Arnold.
you're cool. The rest of you are losers.
What's his friend? What's the co-guard's name?
What's the other guard? What's the other guard's name? What's his name?
They're doing their best to ignore you guys.
What's his name?
I'm politely just
Buckingham
asking
Palace.
for my own safety.
I am running away on a
Sir,
horse-sized
what's your
dog.
name?
Arnold, what's your friend's names?
I'm being a rude teenager.
Yes, you guys are.
What's your friend's names, Arnold?
Yeah, this was Zeke.
Zeke.
Shut up. We're on guard.
Shut up, Zeke.
You can be on guard and
shut
let
up,
us know
Zeke.
your names.
What's your name? The other one.
Hey, what's your name?
Jack.
Ezekiel.
At this point, you see another small group. You see another small group of guards approaching the ship. As it looks like their replacement is here for the evening.
Arnold,
Im-
you're leaving?
Arnold.
Do
Did
you
I
guys?
see them? Did I see them approaching?
Yes, you did.
Okay, before I go anywhere, I'm gonna check these dudes out. Oh, does Wolfie recognize anything about these guys? Wolfie also got to smell sounds.
Go ahead, give me perception.
Natural 20, plus his like 6. Let's
So
see.
the only nothing. He doesn't seem to indicate anything that he notices on him.
Do I see any tattoos or shadiness?
What's your perception?
My perception, a lot worse. That is a 7.
You don't see anything that jumps out at you.
Jack shit.
You try to size up these guards as you are on a giant wolf.
Yeah,
Do,
pretty much.
do they
riding
look?
by.
Do they at least look at all frightened of my wolf? That's the important question.
So they don't look frightened of it, but they definitely get out of the way.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all that
Yeah.
matters. They're good.
So where are you dropping the book?
We're just gonna run 20 minutes as far away from the docks as we can, and then
Okay.
just drop it.
So you're dropping it somewhere in Upper Central then.
If I
You
can
drop
get,
it on an elevator.
yeah. Can I get to one of the elevators and just drop it so that it just is riding for a while?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah, yep. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on something that is gonna be going all the way down to the cogs if possible.
So it won't go down that far. It'll go as far down as lower.
Okay, fine. Close
But-
as close as
yep.
we can get. That's good.
All right. So you drop that off. You return back to the ship. You see a new group of guards. This time there's 6 of them there. And you all are able to get a good night's sleep. As you do kind of listen and you're a little bit apprehensive about the guards out there. A couple of you keep peeking out on them just to see.
So we're not going we're
No.
not taking watch. Okay.
So you can. I mean, if you do, you do. Nothing happens throughout the night though.
For the first 4 hours, I'd like to, try to get some of that blind sense training in with Olana.
Okay, you guys are able to do a little bit of training and all that. That's easy enough for you guys to do. The next morning comes to, and you guys hear one of the guards out front, and you actually hear the familiar voice of Captain Stefan. All right, time to go to the magistrate.
Time for you to act like a normal person.
How early is he getting there?
So it's probably, you're guessing, around 8:30ish in the morning.
But we definitely got more than 8 hours by
Yeah.
that point, right? Okay,
Yep.
then I'm also gonna make breakfast
Okay.
so
Yep.
that Halceris, Ro, and Echo all get some temp HP.
Okay.
We also, just as Steele's cooking, we also need to make sure that there's enough time for us to all be in the chair.
In the
Because
chair.
unless all of you slept in your makeup,
Oh,
we were in disguises.
yeah.
So
Okay.
if you slept in your prosthetic nose, it is now on this side of your face. I would not recommend sleeping in
we
stage
definitely
makeup.
had to get up early enough to like put our faces back on.
Okay, so you guys put the same disguises on. Go ahead,
Oh,
give
yeah,
me
we can definitely do that.
yep, go ahead, give me the check on that. Steel.
I'll
Okay.
give him a hand, just like I'm over. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, there's a mole on this side. It's that one.
You had the notes. That's the important part.
Yeah.
I doubt anyone knew where my
So,
mole
plus
was.
proficiency.
Stop! It's moving everywhere.
Ah!
You have 3 now.
Okay. So it was a natural 20, so that makes it a total of 30.
Okay. All right. So you
That's
did an
nice.
even better job with them this time.
We're
And
prettier.
you guys are escorted by the guards to a large, what looks to be some sort of a business type tower.
I'm going to remain myself, however. I'm not going
Okay.
to disguise myself.
Are you going with them?
I am.
Okay. So you're all brought to this tower, and the guards don't seem to be watching you steal. They're almost acting as if they are expecting you there because you're the captain of the ship and you're trying to guard your investment in a way.
Can I do one other thing before we leave?
Real
Am I
quick.
allowed? Okay, it's easy because I'm just going to grab a fluff ball and I'm going to throw it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bag of tricks. And let's see, where's my inventory? There we go. I got a 3. I got a badger.
Okay, so you have
Yay! a big badger.
No, little
No,
badger.
no,
Normal
this is a
badger.
little badger.
I call my dog Badger.
Okay, so you have the badger, and you all
Kind of
brought
badger.
in, and you're escorted into a luxurious little office. But we're gonna get into that when we come back from our short break, as you guys have now been brought before the magistrate to plea your case as to why you should not be thrown into the dungeons or the stockades for murder. Before we go and take the break though, we got a quick reminder for everybody about our giveaway this evening.
Remember, today we're giving away a mystery dice pack from our friends at 1985 Games. So type !epic once you see the notice in chat that the raffle is live. You must be a resident of the US or Canada, excluding Quebec, yikes. And you must be a follower to enter. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream, so be sure to stick around as you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you when we pick a winner.
Yep, stick around for this upcoming trial, and we'll see you all in just a few short minutes.
Hi.
I was able to, during the short shot this last Saturday. And we are now back as our group of adventurers here have been brought before one of the magistrates of Sharn. For originally they were under arrest, allowed to stay on their ship, but confined to it on an account of disturbing the peace and possible murder of the guards that they fought in the temple 2 weeks ago. But as you guys are escorted in, you see a single desk in the middle of this office, and behind it you see a plump-looking fellow with looking very fine clothing, slicked back black hair, and he's sitting there, fingers crossed. You see 2 or 3 rings on each of his fingers. What have we got here? And you see the captain comes forward. Yes, these are the individuals we spoke of from last night at the pavilion of the host. They are the ones who are possibly charged with murder. Oh, and you see, every time he starts to talk, he almost like he's choking on something. Yes, so, all right, present your case.
Is Victor here?
So yes, so Victor did meet you guys outside before you were brought in. Yes.
I was getting super nervous there for a second.
Yep. No. Yep.
Yeah, like big hug to Victor when I see him in the morning. Just like, oh, okay, good, you are alive.
Yep. No, Victor did show up. He did not leave you out. Thing. So I see we have incident that took place yesterday. Explain
Yes, Your
yourselves.
Honor.
Probably better if I stay quiet.
There's not much to say. The High Vassal here was attacked in the pavilion of the host. We were visiting him. He is an old friend of mine, and we were able to defend his life as well as defeat many of the assailants.
Yes, let's what I've been told. Let's see here. And you see he's looking through a familiar looking book. As you see him kind of thumbing through the pages. Who do you think these people were?
They believe to be in cahoots with Halceris knows the name. What's your uncle's name?
Ulrich Deborah.
Ulrich, not yep, Ulrich. It appears to be at the behest of Ulrich Devereaux, is what Victor saw before he was assaulted in such a way.
Ulrich. Does he remember him? No, the name does not ring a bell. I see. Looks like things here might be in order. So what is your business here in Sean? As he looks up at you guys again, he closes that book and puts it down.
Like I said, Victor is an old friend, and I seek his counsel on things.
So, as you say that, you kind of feel Victor nudge you a little bit, and he kind of glances over towards Ro, as if he's trying to signal you that this might be a good time to bring this stuff up that was uncovered yesterday.
Really quick, do I have one of the tokens, Taryn? I do, right?
You are muted, Taryn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can use it, and it's mental, right? Do I have to speak?
No,
speak?
you have
No,
to
it's not
speak.
mental. You have to speak.
Never mind.
Yep. So yeah, those little sending coins that you guys have. You have to actually speak.
Sure. Apologies, Your Honor. A quick aside as I speak to Victor here. Apologies. And I will turn to him and the group and look at Ro and just say, are you sure you can trust this man, Victor?
He kind of nods to you.
Insight.
You beat me to
Insight
it.
on whom?
Magistrate.
Insight on Taryn?
Yeah.
Magistrate.
On
Okay.
Victor.
I
Victor.
mostly trust Taryn.
Okay. So go ahead. Give me insight, Ro.
Lucky.
Okay. So
Or
you
whatever,
use,
gift of luck.
okay. Yep. So you use one of your gift of luck that house.
God
Saris.
damn it, 13.
2 12s again.
I-
12s are
That double
hot.
12 keeps popping up today.
I'd also like to insight,
Okay.
please, if you would allow me.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's pop some 12s, baby. Dirty 20.
Okay. So dirty 20. Ro, you kind of glanced. You're kind of watching this guy and his mannerisms, and he looks like he lives a very comfortable life. He looks like he does not miss a meal, maybe out of the 12 that he has throughout the day. He's very rich and arrogant. Very common amongst some of the citizens of the upper levels of Sharn. Taryn, you get the sense that this guy this is what he does every day. He gets to sit around and judge people. And he enjoys what he does because people's life hang in his hands.
You can't be mad at it. Judging people is fun. Well, all right.
I look to Ro. This is entirely your decision on whether you wish to plead your case now or not.
Is it worth a shot?
How we're in like a what, like a courtroom, like a big
No,
chamber?
so it's a private office.
Okay, perfect. And so the only people in here are us, him, what, Stefan.
Yeah, so you see, so the captain actually left.
Okay.
He just kind of came in, announced who you guys were, and then they all walked out. There's no guards in here with you. You have the magistrate, Vic, and then you guys.
Is there a confidentiality rule in place?
Oh, whatever you do mean.
Like, if we tell you something pertaining to this or another case, is there confidentiality here? Are you
I am a magistrate of the city.
And thus are you required by city law to keep matters confidential.
If it is a matter of legal charges, it depends.
Depends on what.
What information do you have? And you see
Depends
he
on
kind of,
what.
the little air of that he had around him kind of changes, and he kind of leans forward, looking at you a little bit closer now. Speak, let me know.
Are you
Let me
a
know what's
clean,
going
are you
on.
like a clean magistrate? Or are you corrupted in any way?
What are you trying to say?
I'm just curious.
I am very upstanding citizen of Sean.
Okay. So you value justice and you value honesty and you value the truth.
that is my job.
It's one thing to be someone's job, but it's another thing to be someone's personal morals.
I've been doing this longer than you've been alive.
I'm sure you have, sir. I'm asking you, do you value justice and truth?
You guys get the sense that he's actually kind of getting annoyed with this line of questioning, because you're basically at this point you're basically questioning his.
I'm not questioning him.
Well, no,
I'm
but
just-
that's
Yeah.
All right. If we give you sensitive information, we would like it to be confidential. Is
At
that
this-
something that's possible?
at this point. Vic steps forward as a magistrate. These individuals have some information about an old case that transpired over 2 years ago. The information I have verified myself can be trustworthy, and if you wish, I can use my divine powers to go ahead and force everyone to speak the truth. And the magistrate, yes, Vic, yes, of course. Oh, you know, the church is always trusted here. And so Vic kind of moves towards the desk, and you see him go through the same process he went through the day prior, casting Zone of Truth, which in this room will cover everyone.
Yep.
So,
Fail.
who wishes to fail on purpose and who wishes to try to resist?
Fail.
Okay. So, Echo?
I'll fail, I suppose. I don't have anything to hide.
Okay. Halceris?
I trust Victor.
Okay. Taryn?
I'll try to resist. I might
Oh
need to
my
lie.
God, every
I
time.
might
Okay.
need to lie later.
Let me shoot. I should have probably prepped this before. Let me double check. I kind of expected you all to purposely fail.
Expect
Silly
the
of me.
unexpected.
What's Vic's DC? It's got to be good.
No,
Yeah, he's a-
know your next move.
Yeah. Okay, there's gonna be a charisma. I should know. Charisma saving throw.
Alrighty. Potatoes and cheese. Boom. I got a 7, so I failed.
Yeah, you failed. And Olana actually tries to resist too.
Oh my God, like father, like daughter.
Should take like face palm damage.
And she actually failed.
Like father, like daughter.
So,
Good times.
Y'all really are related.
and then there's one other one.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. All right. So he finishes his spell and the magic. Oh, all right. Please bring forth whatever evidence it is you speak of.
Oh, I guess that's me. The murder of Elaine Devereaux 2 years prior. Are you familiar with the case?
Yes, I am. I presided over it. You see him pull a few pieces of parchment out of his desk and a quill. He starts taking some notes. What information do you have for this murder?
At the time, it was decided that he was murdered by his daughter.
Yes, yeah, very, very sad indeed.
Even sadder because it wasn't true. He was not murdered by his daughter.
And what evidence do you have of this?
I am the daughter.
What do you mean? Who?
Yeah, literally just like
Scooby Doo.
What the? What is your? And you see him pull the book out for the current case of disturbing the peace, and looks. What is your name?
Natalia Elaine Devereaux.
And as he starts to write it, he stops when he gets towards your middle name. So you, and you see he kind of calms down quite a bit now. You are the daughter of Elaine Devereaux,
I am.
the very one that his own spirit accused of killing him.
The very one that was framed for his murder.
And you see him kind of look over at Vic, and Vic just kind of gives him that knowing look and nods to him.
Yeah, man, see?
This is this is disturbing news indeed. So am I to guess if you are not this other person? The rest of you gave false names last night as well.
No, his name really is Seamus.
As you can understand,
Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
As you could imagine, secrecy has been an important tool in our kit for Miss Devereaux's safety. There are many enemies here who wish her harm for a crime she did not commit, and Victor will attest to it, that she had nothing to do with this. And her own uncle attacking the pavilion yesterday shows that he is scared.
You see him just kind of, he starts thumbing through the notes from last night's incident again, and then starts writing some stuff down, and he's going back, kind of looking at you guys, looking at Vic. This is quite disturbing. Somebody not 2 nights ago stole the records from the archives for this case. We knew something was going on. You guys wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I don't know that the records of the previous case are necessarily the most vital right now, considering the information in them is incorrect.
I like the way you worded that.
Oh yeah,
I really
that
like the way you
tightrope.
worded that. Okay. I was listening very meticulously on that one. Yes, yeah, no, the record's disappearing. Him leading this host of imposters to attack somebody in the temple. We must look into this affair again. Do you have any idea who may have actually murdered your father?
We have a highly educated possibility.
And you see him sitting there ready, looking at you with his quill ready to write.
The person with the most to gain and who has acted the most suspicious is Ulrich Devereaux.
You see him right now. So yes. He said, but you really think that your uncle would murder his own brother?
Yes.
Well, at the
And I
very
think he'd
least-
kill me too, if given the chance.
What are the rest of you doing while this conversation's taking place?
Trying not to make the situation worse.
Yeah, I almost
I-
look up, but I'm just staring.
Zone of truth doesn't make you speak, right? It just make you.
No, you just can't.
Right. So you cannot speak a lie. You can omit stuff. You can tiptoe
Walk
around.
that
answer,
tightrope.
like what Ro did with the way she mentioned the book. She never flat out said, she knows nothing about it. She didn't say that anything like that. She tiptoed around it very well.
Once again, I'll say this because it's not that Terran can't. He just doesn't care not to. So I will try my best to refrain from speaking or answering as much questions as I can in this interrogation because it will not end well.
Okay. Talceris, what are you doing?
Once Ro took the room, this is her case now, so I've stepped back. But whatever door we came in, I am against the wall, pressed to it, listening to make sure that no one is dropping any eaves.
Okay.
So
Steel, what are you and Biscuit doing?
Dropping eaves.
Me and Biscuit and the Badger are hanging out outside. I'm gonna take some crumbs from like the day old bagels. I'm just gonna be tossing them to the two of them.
Okay, so you're
back and
outside the room. You didn't go in the room with them.
I didn't think I was let in because I wasn't being charged.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sitting out waiting to see what happens to them.
Okay.
Unless they let me in, because I assumed that the captain of the guard didn't let me in.
So he would have
Measuring.
because you're kind of being the ship captain, as you claimed to be. He knows that you're trying to keep an eye on your investment, and you may have some say in their activities. So he would have let you in as a potential witness.
Oh, okay. I'll jump in. That's fine.
Okay. You're just kind of hanging out in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does I'll just keep an eye out because I wasn't overly worried about the outcome at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and then Taryn, you're doing your best not to say anything, right?
He's doing his best statue impression.
I'm not trying to speak, but I'm for lack of a better term, casing the room, casing the joint, just looking around, getting all the nooks, seeing if I notice anything out of order, but really trying not to answer questions.
Okay. So as you guys are
Oh wait, I was
having-
gonna
sorry.
say that. No
Yes.
worries. So
Sorry.
I'm doing 3 things. One is biting my tongue, trying not to talk back. It's really difficult. Second is constantly wondering if the magistrate just needs a lozenge because he keeps clearing his throat.
I was thinking the same thing.
And third thing, I don't want to roll for perception because I have low perception, but is there a way for me to like figure out if there's a pattern for him constantly clearing his throat to when like something happens or like something's discussed? Because I feel like, I don't know if that's just you playing the magistrate, but like whenever something is brought up, he's like always clearing his throat and like trying to reconfigure in his head. So I'm just trying to see if he knows more than he's letting on.
Okay. So you go ahead and give me an insight check.
Is there a way for me to do it without giving a roll? Because like all of those are gonna be poor.
You got it, nat 20. Make it
Well,
happen.
so just because you roll low on an insight doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get no information.
Mm.
It's just maybe there's certain information you may be able to glean.
Do Biscuit or the Badger notice anything out of the ordinary?
So at the moment, no.
Do I hear anything?
Yeah, that's all
We're going to get to that in a
Because-
second.
Like,
Because
I
the
can't.
reason I say that is because they both have high perceptions.
Yep.
And I was going to check on that. I will say that Cafe will be outside casing.
Okay.
So if there's anything
CCTV?
coming, Cafe TV.
Okay. I
I just have one C. I don't have a second C yet.
TV.
Okay, so with a 5 on your insight, he smokes too much pipe, probably.
Oh
You're
man.
guessing. That's about all you can really ascertain from that. Now everybody go ahead, give me perception checks at disadvantage.
Lucky.
So yours is going to be a straight roll.
Take a straight roll as well.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Straight roll was bad, by the way.
Okay. So, okay, so Halceris got a 20.
Mhm.
Ro, what was your straight roll?
My straight roll was like at 4 or something.
Okay. Taryn.
Oh, sorry, 11.
Okay.
13.
13.
Eight.
Echo. 8. Steel. For your
I-
menagerie.
I got a 4, and everybody else got above a 16. Biscuit got a natural 20.
Okay, so what's his total?
His total would be, I think, 25 or 26.
Okay.
Let me see.
So Steel, not Steel, Halceris, as you're kind of leaning up against the door and you're trying to listen for any kind of commotion or stuff out in the hallway, people maybe eavesdropping, the hair on the back of your neck starts to stand up, and you feel something about to go down. And Biscuit all of a sudden turns and looks over into the corner on the lower left side of the map. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh shit! Fighting the magistrates off it? Are you crazy? Oh, over 10! Oh my god!
Wow.
What a day to be alive!
We switched house, Eris. I got me to me at 7.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
I got a 4.
9.
Everyone else is part of the under 10 club today.
That's
We
literally a nat
sacrificed.
1 in initiative. Why I never.
We sacrificed our initiative for house Eris to get above a 10.
I told you, you were all rolling 20s in the first half, and I was like, we still have a
Mhm.
second half to go.
Don't worry about it.
Steel, what did you get?
19.
Okay. So 19. So you and Biscuit, I gotta remove the dire wolf.
And you
can
gotta
I-
put the badger.
and
Give
see
me
if I can
badger.
add it. I gotta try to add a badger on here. Okay.
Oh, guy.
Yeah. There
love you.
there is actually a badger in here.
Yeah.
Because I have added him.
If you want, you can just we can also just canon that he's just writing on Biscuit. He's just writing on the back of Biscuit with like his his little paws on the top of Biscuit's head.
So, okay, so there is your badger.
Thank you.
Um,
Good boy.
yeah. Okay. So first up, we are going to start with a surprise round.
So as a
Go ahead.
Biscuit cannot be surprised.
So Biscuit cannot be, but everybody else can.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, materializing in the two corners, you see a couple individuals with swords, and you see them reaching their hand out towards you, Ro. As from their hands, each one of them launches a bolt of fire at you.
Assholes?
Out of curiosity, so Biscuit and the badger couldn't smell them at all.
Nope.
Sneaky boys.
Yeah. So the first one is going to be an 18 to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it would be at advantage. Sorry. Okay, 18.
So weird. Hits.
That's the look.
And then a 17.
Oh, yeah, hits.
Okay. So you are going to take 19 points of fire damage.
Hold on, can I interject? Or am I before them in the initiative order?
Yes, but this is a surprise round.
Yeah, but Biscuit wouldn't be surprised. and he
He's
can
not, but
move.
you are.
No, but he can move on my turn. That's the point of the not being surprised is he cannot take an action, but he can move.
Right. So where's he going to move? You can move him, but
Yeah,
he's
that's what I
not
was
going to
gonna-
stop this.
Well, but he's gonna make it disadvantage. He can use his reaction to make it disadvantage.
Ranged attack.
Yes, it's as long as he's next to the attacker, he can make it a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, the first one was a 18 anyway with the regular straight roll.
Yeah.
And he had advantage attacking Row, so therefore it would have been that straight roll.
That's fine.
So it still hit her.
Okay.
Second
But
one.
still,
Yeah.
and the second one was the 17.
Well, no,
right?
so it was 19 total between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
now
the
we're
second one still hits, even if Biscuit went to the first one. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Took the damage.
So okay. So now we are at the top of the round with Steel.
Okay.
Badger's there. I love him.
Yep.
Mhm.
Badger, he's just chilling out. I'm gonna let the Badger do whatever he feels like doing. And
Okay.
I'm gonna attack this one here.
Okay.
And first shot is a 26.
Okay.
And that is let's see. 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
Second shot is a 16.
Yeah, that hits as well.
Okay. 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
bonus action to cast the kinetic jaunt.
Okay. Remind me of what that one is.
I don't provoke attack of opportunities. And I get +10 to my movement speed.
Got it. Okay.
And basically, I can move through other spaces as if I were not there.
Right. Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
I want to move back here by the duder there.
By the magistrate. Okay.
And- Yep. And Biscuit is gonna attack the dude he's next to.
Okay. So don't you have to command him with a bonus action for that?
Oh, you're right. Yes, it is my bonus action. Yep.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay.
He's just gonna hang out by that guy and make him not hit people, hopefully.
Okay.
And
And-
Badger gets to do what Badger does.
Yeah. So Badgers are gonna start running around the feet of this other one.
He can attack if he wants to. He's got an attack.
F Badger.
Okay. So next up is Olana, actually. So Olana pulls out a short sword and takes 2 swipes at this one over in the corner. Gets a 21 on the first attack and a 13 on the second. So she hits with 1. And does a little bit of damage to him.
In this fiasco,
Yep.
does the magistrate also baffled?
Yeah, so he was completely
Okay.
caught up. Yeah, like you see him
Perfect.
kind of. Yeah, no, he.
Just making sure this
Yeah.
wasn't like his secret security or something that we're just
Oh.
gonna murk right now.
Absolutely. So you know what? I just realized something that I forgot. None of you except for Steel have your weapons on you.
No, we do.
Weapons.
They were
as
put into the
holy
bag
man.
of holding, and then you
Oh,
guys
I
were under
never,
arrest.
I never put anything in a bag of holding.
I didn't
Oh,
put
on
my
the-
rapier.
on the-
I didn't put my rapier in the bag of holding. I just
I
put the
put-
whip in
Echo put
Nothing.
because I haven't
Echo
used
put
a
the
rapier
scimitar.
against anyone.
So
Do
the
I still
scimitar's
have
in
my
it.
Oh, is
Echo
my
put the
spear in
scimitar
the
and
bag of
ro-
holding?
No, you didn't put the spear in because you didn't
Yeah.
use it during the
Okay.
fight. And Ro put her whip in, and those are the only things that were pulled out during the fight that he was.
Also,
Okay.
I have one.
Other than my crossbow, which I didn't actually put in.
Okay, right. Okay, because I know you guys did put weapons away, and you never, and they wouldn't have let you take them in here anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Elvis
So you-
blast, bitches.
Yeah. Okay, it is now these individuals' turn. And kind of looking around the room, you see them start to spin their hand around, and you see very familiar to some of the individuals you fought at the temple last night, a small arcane sphere starts to spin in the air, and they throw them at Uro, as if they seem to be on a mission.
So weird.
Number 5 is at disadvantage.
Yes.
And I'll see, now that I can see him, number 6 will also get disadvantage as I essentially just curse at him. Yeah. Just, you son of a bitch!
And what are you using?
I'll say Mordain spit on you. Or, yeah, whatever. And unluck on that.
Okay.
More days.
Okay. So the one by Biscuit launches this sphere that turns into a ball of fire throughout the air. It shoots right past you, Ro, as it ended up being an 8 with disadvantage. And the second one, 17.
Yep, it hits.
Okay. And that is going to be 22 points of fire damage as this
Sure.
other orb just slams right into you as well.
Sure.
That's hot.
Yeah.
As I said.
I'm not looking good, guys. We're bloodied.
That is both of the assassins' turns. Halceris, you're up.
Yep. I move directly to be next to Ro. I will. Biscuit is obscuring that one, so I will stand in front of her on this side
Okay.
as to kind of block.
Okay.
So do not get stuck in bottlenecks, in tight confines, fire from afar. And I will go past her, second level cure wounds onto Ro.
Okay.
Cure wounds, D8 plus 5. And then an additional D8 for second level. Ugh, 9 points of healing. That's terrible.
Okay. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Fair. And then I will. That was action to do that spell. Yeah, just because now I do not wish them to try to get away. Now that they have been discovered, I will say the one that Biscuit is harrying. I will cast some sigils in the air, swing them around, and go for his feet as I cast Hobble, bonus action.
Okay. Bonus action cantrip. Hobble. Which save is it again?
Dexterity 17.
He got a 15. So
Okay.
he is currently hobbled.
All right. Movement speed is halved until
Okay.
his next turn.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that was movement and action.
Okay.
Actually, I'll move because I think Ro is probably going to want to get into some thick of it, so I will just move a little bit more towards this side.
Okay. All right, perfect. All right. Marcel, the magistrate, dives to the floor and climbs under his desk.
Perfect. That was exactly what I was
Exactly
hoping
where
for
he
him.
needs to be.
Yep.
Make
Yeah.
room for Victor, please.
Put them both under the table.
Get them both under the table. They're too
All right.
important.
Taryn, you are up.
You said we didn't have any. We weren't allowed words. We weren't allowed to bring in any weapons in here, or do we have them?
So I forgot to take them away from you, so that was on
Okay.
me. So you have them.
Cool. That's fun.
I forgot. I meant to take them away from you, and I forgot.
Yay! Damn error! Now I get to kill this guy. So I swing around, and when I swing around, Olana, I pull out my scimitar and a dagger, which I need to get one of those. And I attack.
Okay.
All right. First, let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. First attack with the scimitar is a 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Boom. So 7 points of damage. Sneak attack, which is I think a D6 now. Yeah, still a D6.
Yep.
So he gets the sneak attack. So that's 6. So
Ooh.
that's what 13.
Okay.
And then an extra D8 because of my Dread Ambusher.
So remind me, Dread Ambusher gives you that extra because of.
You master the art of the ambush. You can give yourself a bonus to your initiative. But yeah, at the start of your first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases by 10 feet.
Right.
Lasts until the end of turn. If I take an attack action on that turn, I can make one additional weapon attack as part of the action. If the attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8.
Right. Okay.
So when the first scimitar strike, the shadow of the scimitar follows up and I had to roll. I pressed the wrong thing. I had to roll to attack because I'm 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Ooh, extra d8 is a 4
Okay.
for that, and that is my second attack. I'm gonna attack again.
Okay.
Why did I keep doing this? 11. Does an 11 hit?
No, this time he dodges out of the way as you kind of hit up against the stone wall.
All right. I recoil off the wall and I spin and bonus action attack with the dagger.
Okay.
That is 11.
This you're not able to find purchase through the armor this time.
So 11 doesn't hit. All right.
Nope.
All right. Okay.
All right.
You're lucky this time.
Anything else?
No, because that's all I could do.
Okay, so Ro, for some reason your initiative I got cleared out, but you were actually supposed to go before the magistrate.
That's what I thought, but I was
Yeah.
confused.
Yep. No, for some reason it cleared out but I fixed it, so we're gonna kind of go back. Your turn.
So I would have been right after Halceris.
You would have been right out for Halceris, right?
Okay.
Echo, you're gonna be on deck.
Can I look to Bro as she's like next to me, be like, play dead. The next hit.
Fine.
Okay.
So I am going to take one step forward or a couple steps, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to direct an Eldritch Blast over Biscuit's head at this guy in the lower right.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. All right.
That's a 19 to hit.
So the first one strikes him right into the chest.
And that's a dirty 20 to hit.
So they both strike.
Love that for
Yeah.
me. So that's a 4 on the first one,
Okay.
a 3 on the second one.
So 7 total.
Action
okay.
surge.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
20, nat 20. There it is.
And the nat 20 hits.
All
Okay.
right, so that means
first
that
damage
I am
on the first
rolling-
one.
First one is 6 damage.
Okay.
13.
Sorry, I rolled that wrong. Hang on. So 6 damage and then 13. So 19 damage on top of whatever damage was done previously.
Okay.
Bonus action, because I can cast a bonus action after,
Yep.
even if it's a spell.
Because you Eldritch Blast is a cantrip, so yep.
So I'm gonna move more, and then I'm gonna cast my bonus action.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Charge,
Okay.
and that means that I can move up to 10 feet and make a melee weapon attack. So I'm gonna whip out my rapier and just charge at him.
Okay.
I think I've used 25 movement at this point. So you do a melee attack, and then I gain 1d6 thunder damage to the attack.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go make a melee attack. Sorry, I don't
Nope,
know what I'm doing.
Nope, you're doing a lot.
Rapier. So that's a 12, which is super unfortunate because I don't think
Yeah.
that hits.
No, it
But you
does
have
not.
lucky points.
Lucky. Oh yeah, like lucky.
Yeah,
lucky.
you took the lucky feat. Yeah. So
Okay, that's
unfortunately, you do not hit him with your charge.
Do I still charge at him and not hit, or do I just fizzle out?
Yeah. So you would have to charge at him because you got to be within 5
Well,
feet.
Halceris, I'm certain. Okay, well, so that means that I've used my 25 of my feet of movement. I'm going to back it up and take an opportunity attack.
Okay. Yep. He lashes out at you.
Hmm?
Okay.
Do it, bro. Do it.
That is he would be at disadvantage because of Biscuit. It's 14.
Does
Now
not
you would
hit.
be a disadvantage technically.
But
Oh, no.
I'm
Oh.
going to use my reaction to repost.
Okay.
Burn it all down. Hell yeah.
So it still was a 14 even on the straight roll. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him, trying to hit him again with my rapier. Oh my God! Can I lucky that?
you can. It's a separate. It's a new roll.
Thank God! 26 to hit.
Okay, go ahead. Give me the damage.
God, I hate this. Okay. That's 8 damage plus.
So you don't add the damage from the charge.
No, I add the
No.
damage from my superiority die, which was only a 1, so that's
Okay.
whatever damage.
So
I
9
did.
total. Okay.
I can't math while I'm stressed.
Okay. No, so both of these guys are looking severely hurt. So-
Cool. Okay, movement. I'm gonna.
Okay. All right. Anything else in that massive? That's a lot of stuff to have been done in
A
6 seconds.
hell of a turn.
That's it.
Okay. Echo.
Fighters.
I have a quick question. Can I
40.
use an unarmed strike for bonus action? Is that allowed?
You took what fighting style do you have?
Oh, boy. I forgot.
Actually, I think you are. But
Actually,
you
with
don't
the
get to
barbarian, I
add
think you
any-
can.
I'm unarmed
Well, I
fighting,
think
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
so I can use it for. It doesn't mention anything about
Sure.
bonus.
I'm
action.
gonna say you can.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I'm going to move towards the one that's next to Biscuit, and I'm going to use my spear for my first 2 attacks
Okay.
recklessly.
Okay.
Come on. Well, it's a 22 to hit, first one.
First one strikes him.
So that does 10 damage.
Okay.
So slash, and the second slash.
So I'm gonna tell you, you don't need to make a second attack
Well, the second one was a 27. So I'm
because you
assuming that-
the first one you pin him to the wall practically.
Cool. Well, in that case, oh, I can't get to the other side. Well, I can throw it.
You can.
Oh, I don't know. No, it won't make it. It'll.
So he has a little bit of cover. Because
That's true, but I only did 10 movement, and I have up to 40. So I'm gonna move. Actually, I can move right here. How far is that? All right, I'll move like exactly 10 feet away from him, and then throw the spear at him.
Okay. You
Recklessly.
just come charging in.
Run.
Launch a spear at the guy.
Javelin. Recklessly is 23 to hit.
Give me the
Terran
damage.
Damage is 8 damage.
Okay. So first you stab the one, pinning him to the wall. Then you go running across the room, charge, and just launch this thing, and it goes right through his face.
Oh, lovely. And that's my turn.
Okay, and that is actually ends combat.
Wow, 1 round of combat, yeah, almost.
Yep. As a quiet kind of goes over it, and you see a couple of guards come bursting into the room, looking around. A couple of them go straight to the magistrate to cover him. What?
Now you.
What's going on? That was the end of they were showing up at the end of the round regardless, but you guys.
I loot the bodies.
Excuse me, sir. No. What are you doing?
I'm going to run out.
Okay.
Now, what if we told you that this is very similar to what happened yesterday?
So the magistrate at this point kind of comes out from under the desk. Oh God. No, these guys are fine. They saved me. They weren't after they weren't after me though. They were after her. And the guards, you see the guards go and grab the bodies of these 2
While I'm
assassins.
looting,
No, they stopped you. They're not letting you loot the bodies.
Bro.
That's
they
evidence.
didn't stop me. They told me to stop. They didn't stop.
Okay, so are you gonna try
Oh my
to
gosh.
loot while the guards are coming
Sleight of
over?
hand?
They came in, went to the magistrate, and while they
2
ran
of them
past,
went to the magistrate.
Oh
There's
well,
more that can-
I was trying to grab at least a
Okay.
sword or something. I'm
So-
down. I'm looting the body.
As you're doing that, another guard comes and puts his hand on your shoulder. Stop what you are doing, or you will be under arrest.
I think for a second.
You
Hey,
hear
look at
manacles getting pulled out.
I look at the rest of the party. I look at the rest of the party. You know
I'm
what?
not looking.
I really don't like you guys. No, whatever. And
Words hurt, man.
I stop, I
Okay.
guess.
All right.
So I can't like get the sword. Nah,
Do you want to try to grab the sword?
no, it's not important.
Okay.
Just looking at these guys as they come in
Yep.
because of this. I'm just looking at hands.
Yep.
Everything
you do not
clear?
You do not see any tattoos.
Okay.
You do, however, see it on these two bodies,
Sure.
but they are not dressed like city guard. They're just, they were very clearly assassins.
I move to bring Ro over to me, and Steele's left already. I say, this could work in our favor. I have a thought. And I will just look to the magistrate and to Victor, and it's something I can get into after everyone else says what they're doing in this instance, but I'm plotting.
Okay. Ro, what are you doing?
Trying not to look suspicious more than anything else, but they were after me. I don't think I'm safe anywhere here.
Oh, that is an understatement, young lady.
Although, if I might offer, no one is trying to kill a dead person.
We're gonna get back to that here in a minute. Echo, what are you doing?
I'm just I'm basking in the fact that he said that we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk over to where House Harris and Ro are because Tyrion's being troublesome. And he said that he doesn't like us, so I'm kind of hurt.
I don't like the guards.
Oh, I totally heard that as you said you don't like
Yep.
us, and I was
Don't
like, words.
Take it personal.
I thought we were friends, man.
Okay. So, Steele, you ran out the room. What are you doing?
I run right to the captain of the guard and say, "Shut down the building." And we have an invisible
Right.
menace. At this point,
A phantom menace?
does Biscuit
Phantom
smell
must be-
them now?
So, go ahead, give me perception check for Biscuit. I'm gonna say this time with advantage.
24.
Okay, so the 24, Biscuit's not picking up anything outside of
I
what.
mean, I mean, the guys that are on the ground that died, they're there, right?
Well, so they're a couple of the guards are actually dragging them out of the room.
Right, and he's
Yep.
smelling.
He's smelling them. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
he's got the scent of one of them.
No, I understand, but okay. The question is, he would be able to smell an invisible creature because he has keen senses, so he
Right.
would have advantage regardless of whether.
And if
he
they're
knew they were
invisible,
there
it
or
would be a
not.
straight roll. Right.
No, if they're invisible, it'd be an advantage because he has keen senses.
It-
They don't. I get advantage on all perception checks having
So-
to do with scent.
So right now he's not picking up anything other than these two.
Right.
So. Okay. So you're getting the captain, having them. You already see that he's got guards running all different places right now, looking for
Yeah.
any other possible.
Can we make a sweep of trying to see if he notices anything else, or like
Give me a survival for Biscuit.
You got like a bomb sniffing dog essentially,
Yeah.
who's just sniffing
Yes,
for.
yeah.
And
that's-
I will say with advantage.
okay.
So survival is going to be based off of wisdom, if I remember right.
Right. I'm just looking at So his survival and he doesn't have a survival skill listing. So
So
I don't
whatever
know
his
what-
wisdom modifier is.
yeah, well, he has a +5 on perception, but he doesn't have a anything on wisdom.
I'll give you the +5.
Okay, so then it would be 21.
It's not picking up anything else.
Okay.
All right, Halceris, what is your plan?
The guards have left this room.
Yeah, so a couple of guys, there's a couple guards now standing by the magistrate because just on edge, looking around, in a protective posture.
Magistrate, is it possible to ask your guards to step outside for a moment?
I just got attacked.
And we are here to protect you, sir. The zone of truth is still on, I would not lie.
He just nods to the guards, and the two guards walk out.
Shut the door. So I say to the others, is Steel, are you just out sniffing?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
out. We're
Okay.
out just checking to make sure there's not more of them.
Yep.
right.
Just kind of going down the hall, room to room.
So I look to the others and say, they have a fixed interest in taking you out, Ro, because you are the only link to your uncle.
Yeah.
With you gone, it is
Moot point.
non-starter. So, what is to say that this attack was not a success? Magistrate, if you were to put out that Miss Devereaux in your office was killed by his mysterious assailants, but she perhaps attacked you and has now been slain, your uncle may no longer look into where you are.
What
Give
if we're only trying to send a message to him, and we're not necessarily trying to send a message to anyone else? What the information put out could even just be that there was an attack and that I was slain. It doesn't it can even say
slander
Ro.
her name.
Of course.
It doesn't even have to say. It doesn't have to say my real name. It just he'll know.
Of course.
Go ahead, give me a persuasion roll, Halceris, with advantage.
Won't he want proof?
I think because my thinking, Echo, is that the assailants did not escape. They died in whatever this was, but they focused on Ro. So even if they achieved their goal, their lives were not withstanding here. So they died achieving their goal, is my ideal. Advantage with a natural 20
Okay.
for a 25.
All right. With that, you see the match. that could definitely work out in your favor. I can send word. There is going to be news of the attack. We can send word that one was killed along with the assailants.
A young woman, yes. And then,
Yes. And you see he's actually making notes on this right now.
so your uncle will know.
Should we mention her name?
Bro, what do you suppose?
I think that saying a young woman of my description named Ro will have a better impact, because releasing my full name puts you under the microscope or under the magnifying glass. If
A
And-
conoscope.
Yeah. And as you're saying this, he's writing it down and he's actually nodding along with you.
Because as it is, everyone that knows the truth seems like a potential target. If there's an inkling that you do know the truth, it could be dangerous for you.
And as he finishes writing that out while you're talking, you see him grab another piece of parchment and he starts writing something else out.
You keep those notes. really safe, right?
Oh, yes. This one here is not a note for me.
What is it exactly, sir?
This is a writ of innocence from the incidences at the pavilion of the pavilion of the host, and pending further investigation, the murder of Elaine Devereaux. Because as he grabs a second one and starts writing that one out, but this time using your full name, Ro. So it takes him a couple minutes, but he writes out these two writs. One exonerating you all from what happened at the temple the night before, and one, and it says it's still pending further investigation into the murder, but it's basically in light of new evidence. It is believed that the identification of Natalia Elaine Devereaux as the murderer, blah, 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 is not the primary suspect.
Oh, thank you.
Is it also possible to arrange a writ of arrest for another person?
we must first do a little more investigation. However, will be questioning Mr. Ulrich Devereaux.
In light of, sorry to interrupt you. In light of the attack here today, you can see that this is very time sensitive. Is it possible that he could be brought in for questioning around 7 p.m. tomorrow?
Actually, tonight.
Tonight? Right, tonight? Tonight, must be tonight.
And you see him kind of, as you say that, he stops writing. It will probably have to wait till tomorrow morning.
I don't want to die.
And he just kind of pauses for a minute. And you can tell he's thinking.
I didn't come back home just to die.
There is the masquerade ball. Perhaps we can look into it before the ball.
If there's anything we can do to expedite, anyone we can speak to, get a message to.
I think, Your Honor, if I might, this man who attacked Victor in the pavilion of the host has some manner of connection to these assailants who tried to hurt people in your office. Who knows how long they were here? Now, Ulrich perhaps is innocent of the crimes involving Elaine. I do not think so. But it seems more to reason that a message should be sent, yes? Perhaps in full view of his guests?
That might be able to be arranged. Now, we have a mess to clean up, and you have your freedom to enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. And
Can I have a copy of the writ too, just in case?
well, so he,
Records?
yeah, so this whole time he was making one for himself and then another one for you guys.
Oof, okay.
So you have a copy of both writs.
Got it.
One exonerating you guys from the temple incident, and then you have the one row saying that Natalia Elaine Devereaux is believed to not have been the murderer of your father.
Right before we leave, like
Okay.
literally as we're leaving, I'll just be like, thank you for claiming us to be innocent, and warm water and some honey really does wonders for the throat. And then I run away.
And he just kind of looks at you puzzled. And then he kind of, yeah.
Pops out a magic Halls pill and is like,
He had it the whole time.
He just- No.
It was a ruse.
I extend every courtesy. Walking back, I look to Victor and nod, and I look to Ro, and just like a.
All right. So Vic, you see, is actually stand behind you, speak with the magistrate further to try to help provide more information that he can on the incident, as he was there for the prior investigation, the original investigation.
Actually, you first.
Can both of you have guards at all times until the matter's resolved?
Yeah, but of course we got guards. And as the doors get open, you see guards just running up and down the hallway.
To to both of them being in this attack scenario again, I tell them both to send word to New Seer and to the 12 in regard to the cult of the Flesh Weaver.
Cult of Mordain. Yep.
Cult of Mordain, and to send word to the 12 asking for any information available, because I gave them all of my notes for what we had come through so far. So,
right. Yep.
Just to give them a thing to look for.
Yep, and they take it, and the magistrate starts to kind of look over some of that as well. And he had heard the stories, he had heard the reports of what happened in New Seer, but that was on the other side of Breland. It wasn't in Sharn,
Sure.
but he had heard of it. And as you guys are leaving that room, 4 guards actually do funnel into that room, and you see more guards being active on patrols throughout this tower, as this attack has kind of unsettled a few people and has actually maybe brought to light a little bit of truth into the murder of Ro's father. But we're going to get back into the rest of that next week, as you guys will have pretty much the rest of the day to prepare. But we've got a ball next week, as the masquerade ball being held by House Devereaux will take place during our 50th episode next week. Can't believe we've actually made it this far. It's been amazing. It's been fun. It's been great with everything that's been going on. The shenanigans of this group have been outstanding. But before we go ahead and call it an evening tonight, we do have a few last minute reminders for everybody, especially about some stuff we got coming up, other shows we got here.
Yeah, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out our other shows here at the Games Tavern. Tomorrow night, we have Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. They return at 7 p.m. Eastern. The party is robbing a wizard ship that appears to have constructs for guards. They have a devious plan that is so crazy, it just might work.
Yep.
Might being the keyword. And this Saturday is episode 3 of The Heist, Callum Shine Nights. The RPG short shot starting at 12 p.m. Eastern for the final operation to steal the Ring of Wishes.
I wish I had a Ring of Wishes.
I wish.
I mean, I wish upon even more wish.
A wish of fishes.
A fish of wishes?
Your
Wish of
wishes. Wishes.
Wish.
Wishes.
Yeah.
Wish.
But so, I mean, we got all these
Wish.
adventures going on live every week. Where can people go though and find the older stuff?
Well, you obviously need to go to YouTube to catch all of our previous adventures. Yeah, go over there, like, subscribe, leave a comment, be nice to us, those kinds of things. All that stuff helps get more people into the channel, more people into the shows, and maybe get us some more stuff that we can give away, like some wonderful dice.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Yep.
What do we got next?
Yeah. So where can they actually go find some of these dice there, Sid?
Well, I'm glad you asked. All right, guys, hey, listen to this. Be sure to visit 1985games.com and check out their mystery dice packs and other great tools for your games. Hey, one more thing. If you use our special show code DirtyDeeds1985, no spaces, you can get a 10% discount on all your purchases.
10%.
10%.
10%.
10%.
There's 9, and then there's 10%.
It's like, that's just like moving the decimal one place.
Wait, just you wait, because it's about to get even better.
How can it
First
get
and
better
foremost,
than 10%?
I don't. Just wait. First off, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. I'll admit we knocked out most of our nat 20s in the first half and suffered in the second half, but regardless, we wouldn't have been able to see that without Shard Tabletop. So thank you for sponsoring our show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself and use code TGTShard20 to get your 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions. Not 10, 20% discount.
That's like 10 more percent than 10.
Oh my God.
It's
That's,
double.
Ooh,
So
mind blown.
We've got 10%, we got 20%, all great opportunities to help improve not only your online games, but your games, your in-person games as well. But it's been great having everyone here this evening. Remember, tune in next week for our Masquerade Ball for our 50th episode. We'll see you all then. Stay dirty, everyone.
Bye.